Hey there, I'm Teresa McCormick of Real Brokerage LLC. Pricing is the most common area where things go wrong, but they're also one of the easiest to correct when you understand how strategic pricing really works. Your online presence and your marketing exposure are so crucial, but so is your market price. Here are 5 tips that I'm going to give you today that will help you price your home better. The first thing is, don't let an algorithm price your home. It's easy to rely on tools like Zillow or Redfin to estimate your home's value, but those are just algorithms, and they often are tens of thousands of dollars off. They take the average price per square foot in your neighborhood and they multiply it by your home square footage. When pricing your home for sale, it's critical to think like an appraiser, not just a homeowner. Appraisers rely on data, not emotion. They look at comparable sales or comps of similar homes in your area, making adjustments based on square footage, condition, upgrades, location. So while your memories and improvements matter to you, they only hold value if the market recognizes them. To price strategically, evaluate recent sales within a 1-mile radius of your home. Consider the age and the style of your home and stay realistic about how your property stacks up against others. A well-priced home creates competition, and competition drives value. Let's go back to those ABMs. Though they're not always accurate, you need to be aware that buyers and their agents are looking at those numbers and thinking that's the true value of your home. Online estimates don't account for upgrades or renovations, lot size or views, pools, RV parking, or custom features, or even curb appeal or condition. The way to combat the disparity between an AVM and your true home's value is to create a printed highlight sheet that sits next to the brochures on your counter. On it should include a list of features, upgrades, with a monetary value for each item. I'm going to give you some examples. A new pool heater, $8,000. Upgraded cabinets, $30,000. Quartz countertops, $27,000. Or maybe a new water heater, $1,500. Also, you want to mention any major maintenance items that you've recently completed with the dollar values attached to them as well. Now let's talk about another pricing strategy. Ever heard of the Pareto's principle, like that 80-20 rule? Statistically, in real estate, 80% of the business is done by 20% of the agents. But here locally in Vegas, it's even more extreme. The top 8% of agents do about 92% of the sales. Try to get one of those agents if you can, because they have the pulse of the current market. What is happening in the market is very much a determinant on if you can or should push the price point up when you're trying to market your property. Here are some of the questions that you should be asking about your real estate market. Is it a buyer's market or a seller's market? If it's a buyer's market, you may not be able to be as aggressive on your price. If it's a seller's market, your home may have a higher market value. What's the inventory level in my price range? Is there a lot of inventory for homes that are just like mine, or is mine a rare find? Meaning, does it have a larger lot, a pool, RV parking, strip views? If it's a rare find, then you may have a higher market value no matter what's happening in the market. Are offers coming in at list price, or are buyers offering lower than list? If offers are coming in less than list, then you may want some negotiation room when pricing your home for the market. The last question, are sellers paying buyers' agents commission or any kind of closing cost concessions? You need to be aware of what's happening in both of those cases to be prepared for it when pricing your home. Shortly, we'll talk about the importance of knowing an estimate of what you're going to walk away with. Knowing what's happening in the market helps build a real pricing strategy, not just numbers pulled from an algorithm. The third thing I want to talk about is pricing benchmarks and buyer pools. When setting your price, be mindful of search brackets and financing limits. For example, pricing your home at $503,000 or $551,000 might sound fine, but it puts you just above the key search filters. You could be missing buyers who cap their search at, say, $500,000 and $550,000. You should also consider who your ideal buyer might be and what loan types they may be using. For 2025 Clark County, Nevada, the FHA loan limit is $524,225. The conventional loan limit is $806,500. 58% of people purchasing a home use conventional financing. 24% of first-time home buyers use FHA financing. In 2024, 9% of first-time buyers used VA loans, according to the National Association of Realtors. So what does that mean for you? If your price falls just above those loan caps, you could be pricing out an entire buyer group. Be aware of where your home fits in the buyer pools and how to position it to attract the right offers. Now we need to talk about something that's very critical. Knowing what you'll actually walk away with. Pricing isn't just about what the buyer offers, it's about what you net after all the fees and costs are accounted for. And those fees include title and escrow fees, real property transfer tax, HOA transfer fees and resale packages, and yes, commissions. Your focus should not just be on price alone. You need to focus on your net proceeds. You need to know what your bottom line will be at various price points. This helps you to make confident, informed decisions whenever offers come in. Now let's talk about market value. Market value is determined by what a willing buyer is prepared to pay, not by what the listing price is or what a real estate agent suggests is a good listing price. Buyer psychology plays a major role. If a home feels move-in ready, presents no red flags, it creates a confidence and an emotional connection. That emotional connection, combined with a sense of urgency or competition, often leads to higher offers. In Las Vegas specifically, features like RV parking, large lots, pools, strip views can drive premiums. But sellers need to be mindful of appraised value, especially when a buyer is using financing. Appraisals are based on historical data, not emotions. A licensed appraiser will analyze recent comparable sales within the area and adjust for differences in size, condition, amenities. If your home is priced too far above the appraised value, you risk delays, renegotiations, or even canceled deals. To succeed, you must strike the right balance. Price your home based on solid comps and data while also staging and marketing the home to spark strong buyer interest and competition. Here's a critical tip you need to consider once your home is listed for sale. Sometimes you have to decipher what the true problem is if your home isn't getting showings. Is it your home's digital presence, meaning how does it look online, or could it be your price? On the other hand, if you're getting tons of views and saves and showing requests, but no offers, the problem could be how the home shows in person. Or are the buyers not seeing that your list price is the true market value? And one of the questions I usually get is, won't people put in lower offers if they really want it? If the price seems unreasonable, buyers might not even try. Feedback's imperative when trying to decipher if you have missed the mark on price. If you get comments that suggest the home looks rough or there's pet odor, use that feedback to make improvements before you lower the price. But if the home shows well and there's still no movement, the price may need to be adjusted. You also need an agent who's a straight talker, someone who's more concerned about advising you honestly than just getting the listing. We call it walking the elephants around the room. If there are any health and safety issues or factors that could hold back your price, try to address them up front, not after your listing gets stale. So I want to wrap this up with some final thoughts. Your list price affects everything. How fast your home gets seen, how many showings you get, what kind of offers come in, and how much leverage you have during negotiation. Pricing becomes a powerful tool, not just a guess. A good pricing strategy isn't just about hitting a number, it's about aligning with your goals and getting the most money possible at the closing table. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate the time with you. Make sure you watch the other videos too. Every piece works together to help you sell smarter, faster, and for more money. If you have any questions about any of the tactics that you've heard in any of our videos, reach out to us and book a call with the link below. And make it a great day. We look forward to the opportunity of working with you.